Hi guys, today we are going to learn how to create static routes between Cisco routers. This is the network we're going to use. There is already some configuration on these routers, so I'm just going to erase them, and then we are going to make a new configuration. So to command for erasing the NVRAM is this, and if I confirm that that's been done, now I have to reload the router, enter to confirm. Okay, so when it's back, I'll start the video again. I'll do for the other two routers as well meanwhile. So while the routers are booting up, this is the network we are going to configure static routes. So R1 has a loopback address of 111.11 as /32, R2 2.2.2.2/32, and R3 3.3.3.3, same subnet mask. Now R1 has the IP address on gig 0/0 20.1.1.1/24. On R2 0/0 is 20.1.1.2/24, and 0/1 has 20.1.2.1/24, and router 3 with interface 0/0 towards R2 is 20.1.2.2/24. So we are just going to make sure that all the loopback addresses and the interfaces, they were able to ping each other. And we need to make sure that there are static routes. So what I've done to make it is quicker, I've created this file, and if you see in this file, I've done the configuration for uh, R1 loopback address, and I'm just doing the logging synchronous command, applying that there, so it doesn't go at the end of the line while the messages are appearing. So it's always on the prompt, the cursor. Now gigabit gig 0/0, that's the IP address we're going to assign, no shut, and then saving this. For router 2, we again doing the same thing, doing the no IP domain lookup as well, sorry, which means we if we enter the wrong command, it's not looking for the resolution for that word which we have mistyped, so it's going to ignore that. And then we are going to assign the IP address on the loopback, and then the interface 0/0 according to this, and then 0/1, and then we know shutting it, and exactly for R3 loopback is 3.3.3.3, and then the interface on 0/0. So let's see if the routers are back up. So R1 is okay. Okay, we say no, we don't want you to. Okay, no initial configuration dialog, and we'll see. Okay, that's brilliant. So we are in R2, and we are in R3 as well, and R1. So I'm just going to be on the initial prompt user mode. Now I'm just going to paste the commands here from the notepad. So for R1, we have these commands. I'm just going to copy this and enable it and paste the command here. Okay, now if we run the command do show IP interface brief, we should have interface 0/0 up and the loop back. That's R1. Now we're going to do the same thing on R2. Now R2 has two interfaces, so 0/0 and 0/1. So we are going to run these commands in R2. Just going to go to config mode. Okay, so if I run the command show IP interface brief, yeah, so both the interfaces are up and the loopback as well. Now we're going to do the same thing for R3. Okay, show IP interface brief. Yeah, so 0/0 is up and loopback is up as well. Loopback is already up. You don't have to make it up. It's just a habit. Now on R1, if you check the routes, so we can see is directly connected to the loopback and is directly connected to the network 20.1.1.0, and and we can see that is on gig Ethernet 0/0. Now let's ping R2 from R1. So this IP address we're going to ping from R1, and we will see if we can reach there. So what we're going to do is ping. Let me see, the IP is 20.1.1.2, 20.1.1.2. Yes, we can first ping lost because it was doing the ARP resolution. Here we go. This is all good. Now from R2, can we ping R1? 20.1.1.1. So 20.1.1.1. Yes, we can. Now, if you see the route on R2, we can see it does have a route to directly connected network, which is 20.1.1. Yeah, that's the network, and the other one is this is connected on the other interface 0/1. Okay, now can I ping from R1 to the IP address of this network here, 20.1.2.1? So if I go to R1 and ping 20.1.2.1, 20.1.2.1, I cannot. The reason is the R1 does not have any path to any route to that network. So if I run show IP route again, I can see I do not have any way to go to that network, which is 20.1.2.1. I have the path to go to this interface network, but not the other one. So what we're going to do, we're going to add the route here. So for that, we need to go to global config and do IP route. The IP address is 20.1.2.1. So 20.1.2.0. That's a network we're going into because it has got 24-bit subnet mask, so 255.255.255.0, and is going via which interface? The next hop, which is 20.1.1.2. So 20.1.1.2, enter. Now if I ping that network now, let's see if we can ping that network. So do ping So 20.1.2.1. Yes, we can. If you see reduce your IP route, we should be able to see that network here, which is static route via 20.1.1.2, which is the interface of R20/0. So that's the first network. Now, can we ping the IP address of R3, which is 20 the interface of that interface? So 20.1.2.2. So do ping 20.1.2.2. No, we cannot. Now the reason is because again there is no route to that to R3 to that network. Now again we need to enter the route manually here. So the IP address is 20.1.2.0. That's the network with subnet mask. And from which interface, what's the next hop from R1 is again the R2's interface towards R1, which is 20.1.1.2. So 20.1.1.2. Now let's try pinging that IP address now and see what happens. Am I pinging the right IP? Yes, I am. Okay, I cannot ping that router. The reason is we have R2 through why we are going to that network. Do R2 have the route to that destination? Two dot 0.2.0. We do not have. Okay, so we are not getting any response from R3. Let's see if R3 is getting our request. So we're going to enable debug IP packets. Or no, debug ICMP as well. Okay, right. Okay, so from R1, I'm going to ping R3. Okay, R3 is getting the inbound request, but it's not routable from there. So what we're going to do is to add a return path from R3 to R1. So we have to add the route. So IP route towards R1, which is 20.1.1.1, 20.1.1.0 with subnet mask of 255.255.255.0, and the next hop is 20.1.2.1, 20.1.2.1. Now if we do this again, if we ping from this to R3, now we get the response, and you can see here that we are going to that network through gig Ethernet 0/0. So okay, so I've just disabled the debugging. It's quite heavy on the hardware now. So I can ping from R1 to R3 now. Can I ping from R3 to R1? So 20. Yes, I can. Now from R1, if we see the routes, we have this route to 20.1.1.2 via, sorry, 2.0 via this interface. We can see that. Now, can we ping the IP address of loopback of router 3? We have added the path. Can we ping the loopback IP of 3? So ping 3.3.3.3. We cannot, because again there is no path in the routing table. We can see up here there's nothing which is telling us that there's a route to that destination. So what we're going to do is to add another route. So global config, and then we are going to add the route IP route 2. The destination is 3.3.3.3, and I subnet mask is, and because it's 32, subnet /32, and going through again the same interface, which is this one here, 20.1.1.2. So 20.1.1.2, enter. Now if I ping now 3.3.3.3, do you think it will ping? Okay, I cannot ping. Let's enable okay, I'm in the wrong section. IP packets. Okay, now I'm just going to ping that again. 3.3.3.3. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to ping that again. 3.3.3. Okay, there is nothing coming from here, from R1. So from R1 to, if I check the show IP route, we do not have any path to that network. I thought we did add. Okay, so I'm just going to run the command show run pipe include IP route 20.1.1.2. Okay, we do have a path uh, from the next hop, but it's not reaching there. So let's enable debugging on this router and see if let's see the uh, routing table first. Okay, we do not have any path to that network to 3.3.3.3, the loopback of router 3, hence we cannot reach. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a path from here to R3. So which will be 3.3.3.3. Okay, and it will be going to the next hop, and the next hop is 20.1.2.2. So 20.1.2.2. Now if I ping so if I ping 3.3.3.3, yeah, I can ping that now, and I can see the traffic here. Now if I ping 3.3 from here now, what do you think guys will happen? Yes, 100% success rate. So that's amazing. So from R1, we are pinging the loopback IP address of R3, but we have to add the static route in R2 as well. Now, can we ping the loopback of R1? So 101.1.1, we cannot, because there is no route to that destination. Now again, it's going to be the same thing. We need to make sure that R2 has a route to that loopback IP first, then it will be able to, we will be able to go through R2. So let's see, we do not have any network going to the loopback of R1. So let's add that here. IP route to 1.1.1.1, 255.255.255, and going through the interface of the next hop, which is 20.1.1.1. Okay, now from R3, now we have, if you ping that again, yeah, it will not go because we did not add the route into R3. So we need to add a route in R3 so we can reach R1. So IP route to 1.1.1.1 and is going through 20.1.2.1, 20.1.2.1. Now, if I ping now, I should be able to ping 1.1.1.1. Yes, I can. And from here, can I ping? Yeah, we have already checked that. So from R2, can we ping 1.1.1.1? Yes, we can. Can we ping 2.2.2.2? That's his own loopback. Can we ping 3? Yes, we can. So that's how we can use static routing between these routers. You can see it is very hectic, and there are high chances of mistakes, and we have to enable the IP routing in each and every router. If there is a change in the topology or the or into that specific network, we have to manually configure that into each and every router to remove the route or add a route. So that's it, guys. So I'm just going to make another video regarding VLANs. That's quite interesting as well, again on GNS3. I hope you like the video. Thank you very much.